Hey guys, Tony here. This video will be about decoding the United States government and what it actually is. Is it a democracy? Is it a republic? In Gematria, the practice of coding letters and words into numbers A through Z, 1 through I, etc. The United States of America in Gematria equals 99, and it's interesting because the United States of America in Gematria equals 99. What is the United States of America? It is a constitutional republic. A constitutional republic equals 99 in Gematria. If it were a democracy, we the people would vote directly on all of the issues instead of someone to represent us and vote on our behalf. That is the definition of a republic. And we are a republic, after all, that's governed by a constitution. We have the Bill of Rights. We have amendments in the Constitution to ensure that natural law is upheld. If we didn't have a constitution, it would simply just be a republic. And in order for it to function and survive, well, when you have all these campaigns, you need campaign finance limits. Campaign finance limits equals 99, a constitutional republic. The United States of America in Gematria equals 99. Now, it is the Revolutionary War that equals 99. That was how the United States of America was established, through the Revolutionary War. America, as I've said now, is not a democracy. It is a constitutional republic. America is not a democracy. What is it instead? Constitutional republic. Constitutional republic equals 98. But in actuality, it is not a government of we, the people, because it is oligarchy that equals 98. We have a stated government. That is the correct definition. Well, America is not very democratic, of course, because we're owned by corporations. We're owned by the rich and the wealthy and the powerful. They control the system in America. It has been going downhill ever since the mid-70s, 80s, up to today, to the present day. America's owners equals 64. Corporations, that's who owns America. The donors that buy the politicians. Legalized bribery. That's what today is about. Dark money and super PACs, whatnot. You'll have to reveal the source of that money. You don't know where it's coming from. Rothschild banks, it is the bankers, it is the international bankers that rule your country, that rule America today. Because, after all, it is banks that lend money to governments. When they don't balance the budget, well, they maximize their interests and their profits when governments go to war. What do we do when we go to war? We say it's all in the name of patriotism. Well, we show off, we flex our muscles, we show off our military, and we allow these weapon manufacturers to get richer. We allow the bankers to get richer in the process. These sources that allow the corporations to relay in their propaganda and to program the masses through major news networks, Fox News network, not Fox News Channel, cable news network in Gematria equals 64. It is the Antichrist that equals 64. Well, that would be the Rothschilds. Because the United States of America is a corporate oligarchy. Of course it is. You just have to look at all of the unlimited campaign spending, Citizens United, and this one decision in the 1970s. I have to go back and relearn that because I forgot the name of the decision. But it is not any more evident that we're a corporate oligarchy when America is run by lobbyists, when we've seen the destruction of the economy as more money goes to the top 1%. We've seen it over the last 30 years. Americans are still brainwashed with simple economics. Right-wing economics, the Trump economy is all you need to see to realize that we are representing the interests of the wealthy. You just got a lot richer, says the billionaire Donald Trump and the richest cabinet in history. It is because supply side is nothing but a scam, but people are very gullible. They think that you're going to invest with a tax cut, but that's not even passing Economics 101 if you think that. America's owner, which is corporations. America is one big corporate conglomerate. We're ruled by the beasts themselves, the Rothschild Titans. They own all the money systems in all the countries throughout the world. Mark of the beast, 144 and 54, that would be the Rothschilds. Rothschilds equals 54 and 135, and it is they and all the other corporations outside of banks that rule America. Corporations own the United States, 135. Now, I call America the America Corporation because that's what it is. It's ruled by the moneyed interests. They're all stakeholders. America Corporation CEO, 110 in Gematria, that would be the president, equals 110 and 47 in Gematria. America CEO, 47 in Pythagorean Gematria, president in Gematria equals 47. The head of the executive branch, CEO, is Chief Executive Officer. American Corporation Incorporated. The White House enforces all the laws passed by the U.S. Congress. Now, who are the stakeholders? The shareholders of America. The ones who hold a stake. It is corporate lobbyists. They invest in these campaigns. The corporations pay them. They get their corporation richer by passing laws to favor them. That's who the shareholders are, is the lobbyists. And it is the U.S. Congress also that are shareholders of this pseudo-constitutional republic. That does not represent we the people. Congress of the United States equals 104. Lobbyists in Gematria equals 104. Shareholders of America in Gematria equals 104. That is who the shareholders are. These congressmen have given them a stake because they've legalized insider trading. Congress even told the court back in 2015 that Congress cannot be investigated for insider trading. So these guys are literally investors. They rob Peter to pay Paul. They get rich off of going to Congress. 2012, Congress pat themselves on the back for passing the Stock Act, a bill meant to curb insider trading for lawmakers and their staff. Would they really do that for themselves? Really? But instead, they repealed the law. They repealed the law right after it was passed. They got rid of that provision. So it was the other link that I had over here. You see how much we benefit from annual stock ownership compared to these senators and these corporations and all these legalized criminals. 2012, Obama signed the Stop Trade on Congressional Knowledge, crackdown on white-collar crime. The number of stock transactions plunged more than 50% after the passage of the bill, but after a year later, the people quickly forgot about it. Congress amended a quick procedural vote, but bam, it got rid of the online disclosure requirement. I'd love to go to government track to see if Obama had to actually sign this amended provision. After all, the same guy that was owned by all these various donors when he voted for the Wall Street Bailout Act, Obama, in 2008, as senator. Shareholders of America, lobbyists, the United States Congress, it can't be any more evident. Freemasons run America. Our founding fathers were Freemasons. Federal Masonry, 33. Washington, D.C. equals the 33rd prime. Lobbyists in Gematria equals 33. Members of the gang of the deep state. You know, the shareholders of America equals 119. That'd be the Congress of the United States. That's what it is. That's who owns your country. America's board of directors, meanwhile, we have the investors, we have the shareholders, the congressmen, and the lobbyists of this pseudo-democratic republic. The donors of the USA Congress equals 115. That would be America's board of directors. It is Freemasons in Gematria that equals 115 as well. When you look at We the People, it's just nothing but a slogan. It's just like Make America Great Again. I already decoded how that was nothing but slogan for Reagan and for Trump and all these people. We the People is just a slogan equals 96. Knowledge and Freemason equals 96. We're supposed to believe that the government represents we the people, when in actuality it doesn't, because it's for we the corporations. We the corporations equals 89. How are their interests taking precedent over all that we fought for over the last 50 years? A New Deal, Social Security, affordable housing, right? All these good things that helped America before the baby boomers, before the generation of greed, the spoiled generation ruined America. That was the baby boomers. The greatest generation that won World War II, they provided for the common good of America. The Democrats controlled Congress for 47 out of 49 years up to 1981. And then that's when the tide turned. We the corporation, supply side economics, tax cut, the gullible old party that believes these economic policies are going to work, economic propaganda, trickle down economy, economic illiterate equal 89 in Gematria. That is how you know that the government is run by we the corporations. In the United States of America is one big corporation. They like to dominate geopolitical politics. It is all part of the New World Order for the bankers to benefit off of interest payments. America is supposed to be the dominating force that facilitates war. It's supposed to say, oh, we're just here for regime change, or we're going to help, fight and protect democracy around the world. It's about making American corporations richer when these corporations own the resources. You got to understand something, that America has been a corporation for quite some time. How the system worked for America in the past was, as long as the government was trying to make life better domestically, well, abroad, our foreign policy, it really showed how America was nothing but a corporation from the days of Theodore Roosevelt. When we use our military, and we use the CIA, psychological warfare in Nicaragua, and we overthrow the government of Iran. This is how we do it. We control the opioid fields in Afghanistan. This is how America is a corporation, because these congressmen vote to not make themselves applicable to insider trading laws, and these lobbyists here to make themselves richer and make themselves more money by having these congressmen, these legalized criminals, write laws that help these corporations get richer, get themselves an advantage. And how they do that is through money. Because money is not speech, but money is influence. This is your government. It's we the corporations. It's a pseudo-constitutional republic of we the people. It's nothing but a slogan. The CEO of America, of the American corporation, the president, the shareholders, the investors, the lobbyists, and the congressman. And the CEO in real life has to report to the board of directors. The board of directors are the CEO's boss. And in a way, that's what the Congress of the United States is. So it serves as the board of directors when, the owners are trying to protect the corporation's interests, from management, the same way as here, where the Congress have to get reelected and the president has to report to them and try to get them to pass certain legislation. So America, with all this legalized bribery and really lack of democratic processes for Americans outside of their propositions in local governments, they really can't do much federally, and that's how America is nothing but a fugazi, as Adilo says. It's one big corporate conglomerate seeking dominance and seeking to help the rich and the wealthy and the powerful and the bankers richer and richer.